Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at 5 starts now.
We begin at 5 with severe weather pushing into Metro Detroit right now. Taking a live look at Hamtramck 4D radar. We've got one warning in parts of 4 counties in effect as we speak, and it all comes amid this hot and steamy stretch we seem to be stuck in.
Yeah, that's right. So let's get over to forewarned meteorologist Kim Adams. She's tracking this line of strong storms. Kim.
Well, these storms have been popping up this afternoon in the heat and the humidity, and most of them, all of them, in fact, have stayed below severe limits until we got this one cell in parts of now northern Macomb County, Lapeer County, and then over into St. Clair County. But there are still some thunderstorms through Romulus, parts of Wayne County. Novi, Northville area has also had pockets of thunderstorms that were just below severe limits. But what we're concerned about is just this one severe thunderstorm warning. It does go until 5:45, so we'll go in a bit closer for you here. Anywhere in the yellow box is under that severe thunderstorm warning. That means that severe weather is occurring or it is imminent. So if you live in Memphis, Emmett, Brockway, and the kids are outside, or you have people, if you're outside, you need to come on inside because this storm is going to be knocking on your door here within the next few minutes. So it won't be long. And as you can see, there are still a couple other showers and thunderstorms. I do have a lightning detector on. In fact, we'll put the counter on here and show you how many strikes within the last 5 minutes. 64. So not very robust, but strong enough with the winds to issue that warning. So we're going to put let me go back here to Almont, where it's very heavy rain. And again, the concern is high winds. So if you're anywhere in these counties, you are under that severe thunderstorm warning. We'll see if I'm too close to get a tracker on this here. Moving very slowly, but moving to the northeast at about 25 miles per hour. So I'm just going to put a little tracker on it here and move it out. Again, about 20. Not moving very quickly. So here are some of the cities here. If you're in Armada, 504, Memphis, 515, the severe thunderstorm warning goes until 5:45. And we'll keep an eye on these other showers and storms throughout Metro Detroit, do a little more tracking for you coming up in a few minutes.
All right, Kim, thank you. Our other top story tonight at 5, a break-in at a marijuana facility that quickly turned into a chase with police and a kidnapping case involving a security guard. Tonight at 5, we're getting new information about how this all went down. This body cam video shows how it all ended with police taking down one of the suspects. Thanks for joining us at 5. I'm Ty Steele.
I'm Kimberly Gill. This whole thing started at a marijuana facility on John Orr, north of 8 Mile. Let's get out to Pamela Osborne. She's live tonight to help us fill in the blanks here. Pamela.
Yeah, a lot of moving parts. It's not every day an officer on patrol happens upon a crime in progress, but that's exactly what happened in this case. A police officer saw a plume of smoke coming from this business after a group used a U-Haul to break into this cinder block wall. That raised the curiosity of that Hazel Park police officer, who then saw that U-Haul truck peel on out of here and this hole left in the side of this business.
Eastbound Camden.
As Hazel Park police chased a suspicious U-Haul they saw leaving the scene of a marijuana processing center with a fresh hole in the wall.
I was surprised because they have like 7 cops here, and I saw the wall.
Officers responding to the business were told an alarming story by a security guard. He told police armed men approached him, forcing him out of his vehicle. They disarmed him, duct taped his mouth and hands, put him back into his car, which they drove a short distance away, and ditched it. He says he was able to free himself and walk back to the unassuming processing center.
It's just close to my house, and this happened the single time.
Hazel Park police confirming what this concerned neighbor told us, adding on April 16th, thieves used a crowbar to break their way in, stealing around $3,000 worth of marijuana products.
The first time they break the whole entire front, all the glasses and whatever, the concrete was, hanging there.
No arrests have been made in that robbery, but
since that day they started having a security guy, 24 hours. That didn't work too long.
Stopping, he's stopping, he's stopping.
The chase ended in Detroit at Camden and Newport. That's where 36-year-old Michael Allen Hobson and 24-year-old Michael Lamont Robinson eventually surrendered to police. As far as this latest robbery, 40 THC vape cartridges were taken. They were also recovered. The two men they have in custody facing 2 felony charges of false imprisonment as well as breaking and entering. As for the other people involved, police believe there are 4 more people out there who are connected to this incident. They're asking anyone with information to give them a call. We're live in Hazel Park tonight. I'm Pamela Osborne, Local 4.
Okay, Pamela, thank you.
The breaking news we're following right now continue to follow new tonight from about 15 miles south of Pittsburgh. 1 person is dead, 2 others unaccounted for in an explosion at a steel plant. Officials saying the blast also left dozens of people injured. Right now, no word on what caused the explosion exactly, but we do know the ATF is on the ground here investigating at this facility, and we will bring you any updates on our website, clickondetroit.com, as we get them.
All right, now to the growing turmoil inside Hamtramck City Hall.
Today, a special prosecutor charged 2 city council members with election fraud. And this all comes amid multiple controversies going on, including the city manager and the chief getting put on leave, and an investigation to claim some council members don't even live in the city of Hamtramck. Will Jones is breaking it all down in studio tonight. Will, there's a lot going on here.
Ty and Kimberly, so much to keep track of with Hamtramck, but this is all connected to the 2023 election. The investigation involved current and former city council members, 5 in total. Right now, though, only 2 have been charged.
That's my first time running for office.
2 Hamtramck city council members, Mutasin Sadman and Mohammed Hassan, are now facing charges after a months-long investigation into election fraud. The Monroe County prosecutor says the alleged criminal activity happened between July 2023 and November 2023. Sadman is accused of forging an absentee ballot application to cheat the system. He's also charged with helping 2 people who weren't eligible to vote in the 2023 election. Hassan is charged with forging an absentee ballot application. The prosecutor's office says multiple law enforcement agencies worked together on this investigation and turned over their findings. This all started back in March when Michigan's Attorney General Dana Nessel asked for a special prosecutor to look into election crimes involving 4 current and 1 former Hamtramck City Council members. The investigation began after the city clerk noticed strange patterns with absentee ballots, like the same handwriting on multiple envelopes and large bundles of ballots turned in at once. The Monroe County Prosecutor's Office took over the case in May, bringing forth charges today.
Sadman and Hassan are not up for re-election this year. We reached out to both of them via email for comment. Sadman replied he would let us know. No response yet from Hassan, as you both mentioned in the top. There's a lot going on with this city.
Too much to keep track of, really.
Exactly.
And it sounds like the saga continues, too. Okay, Will, we appreciate your report this evening. And more news tonight. Let's take a live look at pictures from the White House in Washington. Today, President Trump announced he is deploying the National Guard in Washington, D.C. to crack down on crime. That announcement comes ahead of a planned meeting with Russian President Vladimir Putin. NBC's Monica Alba is in Washington tonight.
You remember I said, I offered 10,000 once. Remember?
President Trump declaring a public safety emergency in the nation's capital. Today announcing he's sending National Guard troops to the streets of Washington, D.C., claiming crime is out of control.
This is Liberation Day in D.C., and we're going to take our capital back.
He also federalized the Metropolitan Police Department temporarily after a former DOJ employee was attacked, according to a police report. The president said he would notify Congress about the decision, but gave no specifics for how long he would overtake the police department, though he would need joint approval from Congress if it lasts more than 30 days.
You'll be so happy, because you'll be safe. When you walk down the street, you're going to see police or you're going to see FBI agents.
But statistics from the Metro Police Department and the Justice Department contradict the president. An MPD report shows violent crime is down 26% from last year. Homicides are down 12%. Critics point out that the president didn't immediately call in the National Guard when rioters attacked the Capitol on January 6, 2021.
Who city? Our city.
Outside the White House, D.C. residents made their disapproval known loud and clear. The president saying he may implement the D.C. plan in other cities. The mayor of Baltimore firing back, calling today's announcement a distraction and writing Trump should be focused on, quote, the roller coaster of the economy thanks to the president's policies. As the president seeks to fight crime in Washington, the White House is also preparing for his meeting with Russian President Vladimir Putin Friday. standing firm that Ukraine and Russia may need to swap territory to come to a peace agreement.
Russia's occupied a big portion of Ukraine. They've occupied some very prime territory. We're going to try and get some of that territory back for Ukraine.
Though Ukrainian President Zelensky insists he will not cede his country's land.
President Trump says President Zelensky was not a part of the planning for this meeting. And today, the German chancellor invited world leaders, including President Trump, to a virtual meeting before Friday's summit to discuss the peace negotiations and pressing Russia to end the war. Monica Alba, NBC News, Washington.